What's up? Hello? Hi. Did you miss me? I missed you. So I didn't upload a video last week, and the reason for that is because I simply didn't have enough clips to make a full vlog out of it. So you're getting one now, which is also a reminder this is not a weekly vlog or anything. This is just whenever I have enough to make a video, I'll actually upload. More on that later in this video. But yeah, hi, I'm back. And also this video will be a bit different. It won't be labeled per day. I've kind of clipped things together per event or a number of events, but you'll see. Quickly after uploading last week's video, I went out to do some grocery and I actually stumbled upon this really cute Pokemon trading card game event. After that, I was actually staffed on my first client project within work, which basically means that Monday through Friday I'd have to go to the client's office early in the morning, spend the whole day there, and then go back at the end of the day, which usually meant that at the end of the day I didn't really have any time to do anything noteworthy. So I did record a little bit of B-roll here and there of just my trip to go there and of some of the food things that we did in the meantime, but it wasn't super interesting obviously. So that's kind of how life goes here as well, because this is just, I'm here for work. So and on top of that, I also did get sick for a day. I got food poisoning. One thing I did do while being on this client project, because it was quite near one of my friends' place, so I actually went over and we had dinner and I got to enjoy the beautiful view and the beautiful sunset and got to spend some time with my friend. When walking home, I saw that they were setting up this DJ booth gig just at a coffee shop near my house. So I checked to see what was going on, and apparently there's this concept called a coffee rave, which is where people just go to party with a DJ while drinking coffee instead of, alcohol. So I went back and checked it out and it was quite enjoyable. One of the things I actually set out that I wanted to do while being here in Singapore, it's very niche. It's play Pokemon Go. Now, I know when you hear that, you're saying that's still a thing. It is, especially here, because actually the #1 player in the world and also probably the #1 Pokemon Go YouTuber in the world is actually from Singapore. I've been watching his videos for a while and I thought it'd be really cool if I go to Singapore that we could meet up, or I could go to one of his events. And so that happened over that weekend. I actually met up with him twice, one day for an actual official event and the other day just to hang out and play together. For the second day that we played together, we actually went to the official Singapore Stadium, which is a beautiful, beautiful location. The views were insane and it's next to this giant mall that has a bunch of random stuff, including this giant climbing wall. It was crazy, but it was really fun to just walk around and play a little bit more and see more of the city like that. So I'm actually staying in the Little India area of Singapore, which is the name of the neighborhood. And one of the public holidays specifically for Indian culture is called Deepavali. And so naturally that is a large party that is happening in my area. So I went to go check it out for one night, and all I can say, it was chaotic. There were so many people, so many lights, so much happening everywhere. It was kind of cool. It was cool to walk around, but too many people for my liking. One of my Dutch friends, David, actually came over because he was going to meet up with another friend and they were going to go travel together. But he did a couple of days of layover here in Singapore. And so we actually met up, we had a cool dinner together, and then after that we went to some really fancy hotel and had some drinks there. That was really nice. We actually had a whole stack of work events. So they organized a lunch specifically to also celebrate Deepavali. So there was like a whole buffet of all kinds of different Indian food. And they even had a live prata making station inside the office, which is not a fire hazard at all. It was really cool and really interesting to see. And then after that, at night, on the same day, we actually had they call it a general meeting, but it was just a party. We had a party on a rooftop bar. It was very cute, it was beautiful. They had this huge lovely view, and then there was also a club inside where the music was quite good, very loud, but quite good. We had fun with colleagues. For the weekend, I actually had a pretty chill one so far. I got a much needed haircut, and actually, which I'm very proud and happy about, I had my first bouldering session. If you don't know, about 8 weeks ago I went bouldering here for the first time and immediately injured myself. And so I've been doing recovery things for the past 8 weeks, and this is the first time that I was able to go back and climb for the first time. I climbed pretty low level stuff, but it felt so good to just be back. Alright, book update. It's been about 2 weeks since I uploaded last, so I'm gonna give you an update of how much I read and what I read since then. So with the book club, we actually continued on The Women by Kristin Hannah. As of right now, we are done with the first part. This book is divided into 2 parts. With the first part done, we are on about 60% of the book. Then, last time I told you that I was going to start on the Green Bones Saga, which is a 3-part series by Fonda Lee. The first book of which, Jade City, I actually started and finished. That took me about 1 week to finish. And since then, I've started on part 2, Jade War. As of right now, I'm on 46% of the book. So coming up on halfway on that one as well. Really enjoying it. It's super cool to read. I recommend it to everyone. So last time I talked a little bit about why I went to Singapore and how I went to Singapore. This time I want to talk a little bit more about this. The vlog, the videos. Why am I doing this? How am I doing this? So maybe let's start with the why. One thing to note is when you move to the other side of the world and you leave behind a lot of things, you also leave behind a lot of people. So in the Netherlands, my life was very busy. I was meeting friends 3 to 5 nights a week. I had a bunch of things to do all the time. And here I just don't, not as much. And that's fine. I'm perfectly content and perfectly peaceful with the extra time that I have. But that did open up a lot of opportunity for me to try out new things, such as a new hobby. And I was looking for a new hobby, especially one that is a bit more creative. I like creating things, and I've always tried to have a creative hobby. And so this is my new sort of creative outlet to try something out and create something. On top of that, one of the things that I also posted in my first Instagram post is a lot of people have been asking me, like, what's your life like? What does it look like? What do you do? And it's very hard to communicate that in just text. Like if I were to just tell someone I work and I go to the gym and I eat sometimes, it doesn't really convey as much what my life really looks like here. And so one of the things that I've done now is just record little things from my own perspective so you can see a little bit what I go through. And that's also one of the big things that I wanted to do. On top of that, an extra added value to that is the fact that whenever this adventure ends, if it ends, right? Whenever it ends, I will have this archive of videos to look back upon. So I can see a little bit what my life looked like over this period of time, which for me is such an impactful period of time. And that I think is a really cool prospect for me to be able to look back on something in such an authentic way because I created all of this. As for the how, basically, as I already mentioned, I try to just record clips here and there. I hate filming in public. I especially hate filming myself in public. So I kind of just my own POV record things that I see, that I experience, that I do, up until the point where after editing and cutting out all of the useless bits, I have about 5 minutes of clips. After doing that, I record an intro, I record an outro, I do a little bit of voiceover or intermediate clips, whatever I choose to do. I do my book update because I like doing book updates, and I'm really into booktube myself right now, so I like watching videos about books, so I want to create videos about books. And then I have usually something to talk about, such as this right now. I'll usually have something either that I come up with or somebody recommends it to me. So if you have a suggestion, let me know. Then once I have all these clips, I throw them together in this editing software. I googled best free editing software for videos and DaVinci Resolve came up. So far, it's really intuitive, it's really nice. There's so many videos on YouTube where you can just learn how to do tricks and how to edit better or more efficiently. And it's been really fun to play around with. And then once that is done, upload it to YouTube and spam it to all of you. So yeah, that's a little bit of background on how and why I make these videos. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoy. So there you have it. That was episode 3. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you whenever.